Yes, we are live. It's me again, the Grey Man, Grey Maniacs Gather, and we've got some comic memories to discuss today with Slim, or Sean rather, of Slim Comics and More. Take a bow, Mr. Slim. Take a bow.
All right, nice seeing you guys. I'm live again. All right.
Right. Okay. So basically, you know the format. Hopefully, of this, just you come on, share some comic book memories with me, and we just chat about them. Chat about whatever comics it is you show off, and you know, you may be educating me on some channels or comics I've not seen before, that kind of thing. So it's basically tying into memories. So like comic books that have got like a memory for you, or some important relevance for you. So do you want to start off with your first comic book? Show me your first comic.
All right. Yeah. So the first comic book I got, this is the first one I ever bought.
Awesome.
I was like 11 or so. So this is Wolverine. This is the John Byrne cover. So this is Wolverine 17. Yeah. So this is the first cover I ever bought when I was probably around 11 years old or so.
Do you remember where you got it from?
This was from I believe the store was called Eagles or something. It's like right after when we got off track and field. We went across the block and maybe 2 blocks or so, and then there's this a grocery store called Eagles. I don't think it's there anymore, but they have a comic book rack. And this was the first book that I saw on the rack that really popped out to me. And I'm like, oh man, this is a nice cover. So this is the John Byrne cover. So that's how I got hooked onto comics. But I also had a friend. He had like all the like X-Men runs, all the Iron Mans from issue number 1. I was like,
wow.
Yeah, I was like, wow. He showed me his room. I went to his house, showed me his room. He had boxes and boxes of books, like more than probably 36 long boxes, like in his room.
Was he the same age as you at that time?
Well, this was later on, but when we were the same age, we slowly collected. But for me, I stopped for a while, for a long time. But I guess for him, he started collecting almost probably the same age. But he started collecting all the way through high school. But I stopped collecting like when I started recollecting again. It was probably my junior year or senior year in high school. The senior year in high school, that was the first year I went to a convention, a big convention, the Chicago Comic-Con convention. But now it's at Rosemont Convention Center. But they changed it to Wizard World now, so Wizard World took it. So it used to be.
Heard of Wizard World?
Yeah, Wizard World they took over. So it used to be Chicago Comic-Con, but now it's Wizard World. So after that, I went back to see him because he was a pretty good friend. Then he showed me all his like awesome like #1 issues. I was like, holy. So when I went to the convention, I slowly just picked odds and ends. I didn't really have a specific type of comic book because I was just like restarting to pick out what's good and all that. So so I got into like manga and all the Japanimation stuff. So I slowly picked up some Japanimation books like Ghost in the Shell, Akira. Akira was probably one of my other first books at that convention that I picked up. So that was like a long time ago. It was like in 1992. So I actually started like in 1992. So I was like the 90s era. So I had a whole bunch of Image Comics and all the independents that were coming out. So, but Image was basically the main big company that started everything. Well, for me, I collected like Todd McFarlane's Spawn, Eric Larson's Savage Dragon, Mark Silvestri's Cyberforce, Jim Lee's Wildcats. Wush Potasio was the Wetworks, and Sam Keith Max and all the other Image books. Yeah, so
You got all the Emmys, did you? You bought all the Emmys. That was your big company when you started recollecting.
Yeah, that
Okay,
was
that's
like
cool.
the main big company that I started out with was Image Books. Um,
Right.
yeah, I was like the '90s kid, so those were the ones I mainly picked up. Then I slowly started getting to like keys and first issues or something that like my friend had, but I didn't really have the money to buy those expensive.
Yeah. No.
It was
Yeah.
just too much. I was like, holy crap. Yeah,
Yeah. That's
he had a lot. So every once in a while, I try to go to different shops and check out what's the prices are on those like key issues, and then I slowly started picking up odds and ends. So
right.
yeah,
Right. So back to that first comic book. When you saw that, was you aware of comics before? Had you seen like cartoons or anything like that? Did you know Wolverine, or was it just that was first foray into comics full stop?
this was well, I just saw this. All the other covers didn't really pop out to me, but this Wolverine one really popped out, and
Yeah.
I never really read anything until this book came out. So
Cool.
yeah, this was like yeah, John Burns art. So I started following John Burns art after this one. Picked up mostly the Wolverine stuff, but
Right.
yeah, this one I never really got into comic books till I saw this one,
Right.
and then
And
my
what?
what? Sorry.
So, then what happened? Sorry.
Oh yeah, then after that, my friend that had all those books, he just introduced me to like other like classic Silver Age and yeah, mostly Silver Age and Bronze Age stuff that he picked
Wow.
up. Yeah,
He
so
must,
it's
he must have had a few bob then. Must have had big deep pockets to buy all that stuff, unless his parents were
yeah,
buying it all for him.
he had a lot. I was like so amazed when I went to his house. It was like walking to a big store. It was like he had boxes. He had boxes underneath his bed. Well, he had a
Oh,
bunk bed. He had a bunk bed that was like 6 feet high, like close to the ceiling. Then
yeah.
he stacked all his long boxes all the way underneath the bed. That's how much he had. I was like, wow. That was like that was nice. So yeah,
Comic book envy.
huh?
You get comic book envy.
Yeah. So he kind of like pushed me towards comics because
Yeah.
I used to collect like Bill. He used to collect baseball cards and basketball cards and football cards. So that's what I got into before comic books also. And I still have my cards. They're all like down in the basement. Then I got into Magic the Gathering, the card game, and
Yeah.
I still have my Magic cards. Some of them are worth a lot, like expensive a lot,
Yeah.
like old ones. Yeah. So I still got all my old stuff. Then after that, I got back into collecting comics in the '90s.
Right.
When I got out of high school, that was like the first big convention was '92 at the Chicago Comic Con.
Cool.
Then, then every year I started going to conventions every year, so that got me kind of hooked on
Yeah.
to conventions, meeting artists, and I like meeting the artists, the writers, and the inkers, and all the people that make the book. So
Right.
so that's why I have like a lot of books autographed,
Yeah.
like my Alex Ross, the Jim Lee's, and then all the odds and ends. I have at least close to probably 3.5 long boxes of autographed books.
Okay. Do you have to pay for them normally, the signatures, or do you normally get them for free?
All these were free. Back in the '90s, they weren't charging anything.
Right.
So, and then some early 2000s, I got all my books signed for free. Yeah, now they're starting to charge, which kind of sucks. Some of them are like 10, 15, 5. Sometimes the older ones, like maybe like $50 to $100 just for their autograph. I'm like, nah.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, at least I got them early. So, I
Yeah.
mean, that's why I went to every convention every year except when I went to college. Um, I went to college around, was it 94 to 98 or something like that? I stopped a little bit collecting comic books within those years, and then I restarted after I finished college.
Why did you stop? Was it because it wasn't cool, or you didn't have enough money, or you were too busy concentrating on studying?
Basically studying. When I went to college, it's basically studying and money too.
Yeah.
And yeah, my parents didn't really help out. I had to get my own job, so I got a part-time job, and then I had a summer job to help with rent and my books and all that stuff for school. So
Yeah.
yeah, I basically just got a job by myself, and my older brother. We did the same thing. We got into graphic arts, so that was my major. I was a graphic artist.
Okay.
I design here. Let me show you.
Cool.
Okay, so this one, I designed these cars.
All right. Well, the toy cars or the actual real size cars?
Yeah, these are 1/24 scale cars.
Right.
So they're like the older classic cars. So these are the cars that I designed.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I was a graphic artist, that's well. Also, I guess being a graphic artist kind of got me into comics also because I wanted to get into comics too.
Hmm.
So I did some drawings and stuff to try to get into comics, but I never really went all the way.
Right.
So
Have you got some of your own art to show us? You got any? Have you created any superhero characters or anything like that of your own?
Here, I did this guy a long time ago.
He looks like a kind of Pokemon meets what do you call it? Masters of the Universe.
Right. So it's in clay. It's a clay form. So
Yeah.
I sculpted myself. So yeah. So art really got me into comics too.
He looks pretty badass.
Yeah, I know, pretty cool, and it stands pretty well.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I did some little sculptures too, like that.
Yeah.
And then where's this? I had one. I'm not sure where it is, unless my kids took it. I did another one, but I guess my kids took it. But yeah, I was doing sculptures and stuff too.
You should take that into a toy line, mate. You can make that into a toy line. I mean, any boy would love to have that. You've got 2 axes and a sword. That's like overkill, weapon overkill. And I'm picturing like a 9-year-old me, 11-year-old me. I'd definitely buy one of those.
Nice. Yeah, so I got into a little bit of sculpting, and I got into ceramics when I was in college. I did some ceramic stuff, and then mostly all the fine arts. So I got into fine arts, and I did some drawings and stuff. Most of my drawings were probably down in the basement, but I did a lot of drawings. So that was my goal, was to be a graphic artist. So I did become a graphic artist until the economy went to shit.
Oh no!
Yeah,
that's annoying.
Yeah, so like all these cars, the company that I did these cars for, they ran. Well, they had to sell the company to a different kind of downsize, and so that was my graphic years. And yeah, then I started going to nursing.
Okay, that's annoying.
Right, and I had to change my field. I had to change my field to nursing because my wife she's a nurse, so she got kind of into nursing. So I had to rearrange all my lifestyle and get a different degree. So I became, which is probably better because it makes more money.
What nursing makes more money than graphic design?
Depending on what you do, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, it just depends on what field.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I got into nursing, so now I'm a nurse. But I still, collect comics. My wife knows that I collect comics, but she sometimes like, why are you spending so much?
Yeah, that's understandable. That's if they don't share the same passion and they same interest in that hobby, then I think it does seem crazy to other people. I kind of like that kind of. I show some of the comic book. I say, "Oh look, I paid X amount of money for that," and they just go, they don't understand.
Yeah, she understands that I love comics now.
Uh,
But every once in a while when I spend too much, she's like, why are you spending so much? But yeah, so yeah. Then after that, I got into the manga stuff.
okay. Do you want to show your next comic?
Yep. This is the other
All right, cool.
manga, Akira.
A good segue.
Yeah. So this is one of the first manga movies that I ever watched. But
Yeah.
I was looking for the comic book. So one year, I believe '94, I found this one at the Chicago Comic Con convention. So this was the other comic book that I was looking for. So yeah, manga stuff really got me into comics too. But
Yeah.
the movies, I really like the movies. How Japanimation did their animation and stuff. So yeah, so that was like the other comic book that it got me started again with yeah.
That's one film I've never seen. Akira. I knew about the movie. I've seen posters and everything, and I was aware of it, but I just never got around to seeing it ever. And I don't think I saw Ghost in the Shell either. But I was more into. We had like a bunch of videos come out. It was a company called Manga Video or something like that. And I had like Fist of the North Star and Yuasa Kodoji, Legend of the Overfiend, and Wicked City and stuff like that.
Those were more like for adults.
Yeah, exactly. That was more. I was
Not for kids. No.
yeah. Well, I was probably 20 by then. Maybe I'm not too sure. So yeah, so that was more adult by then. You were probably a bit younger, so it wouldn't have been for you.
Okay. So yeah, when I went to the other conventions, I also went to like Detroit Comic Con. I picked up this one. I picked up two of this. I picked up two of this comic book.
Right.
So this is the other one.
Okay.
Two of this for only $25.
Wow.
25
That's a good deal.
I got two of these for $25, and my brother wanted one, so I gave it to him.
Oh.
So now I only got one. So it's
Right.
now it's like expensive. It's like really expensive. But yeah,
That's
this is
more than most people have got.
this is really expensive. So I'm just glad I got it for only $25, but I got two for $25, so that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. And
Yeah.
I hope your brother repaid that favor.
No.
He owes you like a good comic or something like that, or
Yeah, he owes me a lot, but it's okay. I mean, it's within the family. I'll give it to him. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't have one of those, unfortunately, because my comic book store never gave it to me. I didn't realize till years later, because I was collecting that, and I've got all the ones before it and all the ones after it of the run, but for some reason he never put that in my box, so I never got the ASM 300. Never mind, that's life. Was that your third comic memory, that one?
Yeah. So this is my third. This is my third one. Yeah, this one I got from Detroit Comic Con.
Yeah.
It took us at least a 4 hours drive to get there.
Wow.
Yeah. This one I found it through like it was actually like in a $2 bin. It was pretty cheap back then. Because there wasn't any rumors of movies or anything back then. So yeah, this it had a price tag of like was it like $15 or so. Then I told the guy, how about like $25? I'm like, and then he's like, okay. So I got two for $25. It's not bad.
So you was a bit of a haggler then. You didn't mind having a haggle when you go to Comic Cons.
I try, but it depends on the dealer, I guess. I mean, some dealers don't, they don't budge.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is you're not afraid to ask. I'm always afraid. I don't ever even ask. I like, I just give them the money. I'm not one for trying to haggle with people. I should do, but I never have really.
Yeah, some people they say yes when you do haggle them, like go down a little bit lower, and some of them say yes because they want the money, they want to sell their stuff. And some people, they want the higher price, so they won't budge. So
yeah, fair enough. So it doesn't hurt to try, does it? I just feel that I kind of feel self-conscious if I was to try and haggle with someone.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, we also met. Was it '94? We went to the Chicago Comic Con too, and I met Stan Lee there. He
Oh,
was.
cool.
We were in a group of friends. He was just walking by.
All right.
He was just walking by, and then we saw him, and then one of my friends said, "Hey, why don't we go say hi to him?" And so that's what we did. We went to say hi to him, and then one of them asked, "Hey, can we have your autograph?" And he's like, "Sure." And then we just brought out our books and had him sign some books for us for free.
Awesome. That's cool. So you still
Yeah,
got them books?
that was so cool. So I had like the Spider-Man issue #1, the silver foil cover. I had that one signed by him. Then I had then he was in a signing also. So we
Right.
got in line to get our book signed, and I got the Marvel Comics Presents trade paperback with Chris Claremont. So I had him, both of them sign that too, and there it's in the case over there.
Right. Let's put your big screen so I can see it.
Yeah,
Where is it? On the
it's in
wall.
that case
Oh,
down.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Right.
down. So I got both of them down there, but it
Cool.
was free.
Yeah.
He charged, so I got all of it for free, which is nice.
Free's my favorite price.
Right. So yeah, it was nice. So I got this one. I would say this is my biggest one that has like a lot of autographs. This
Right.
this is the Wizard Big Covers book.
Right.
This is a hardcover book that came out, I believe, '94 or something like that too. This has issue 1 through 100, and this one I have like.
So that's the covers of all the Wizard magazines, is it?
It has all the covers of the Wizard magazine from issue 1 through 100.
Right.
And this one I have over 150 autographs in this book.
Wow. How did you decide where to get people to sign? You got them to sign where they did the art on, that kind of thing, or?
This one, whoever was in Wizard, whoever got interviewed or whoever wanted to sign it, I'll let them sign it. So I have like over 150 autographs in this book.
Oh wow! Wow.
So this would probably be my grail.
Yeah, definitely. Do you know who everyone's signature is though? That's like a whole load of squiggles there. Do you know who everybody is?
Right. I had to write the names of all these down, so like they all signed it, which is nice.
Definitely, yeah, it looks good.
So I have like Joe Quesada, Mark Teixeira, they signed it.
Right.
So yeah, this book would probably be my grail compared to all the other ones.
That's got to be unique as well, as that no one else has got the same thing, have they? No one else has exactly the same as that. So all them signatures, I mean, I'm assuming it's got to be worth something just for collector's interest.
Right. For like who's interested in autographs and stuff like that, like I am, this would probably be a great book to get autographed.
Yeah. Are you still collecting autographs in it, or have you got enough in there now? Or are you still looking to add more to it as you go to cons?
If I go back to con and if they're there, I might bring this book to get it autographed. All the covers, like Stephen Platt. I met Stephen Platt like in '96, but I didn't bring this book. I forgot to bring this book, but I got Rob Liefeld.
Right.
Where is he at? Yeah, there he is. That's his signature right there.
Oh yeah.
So I got him to sign it, and most of the Image guys, I got them to sign it. Like this one, that's a big Rob Liefeld autograph there.
Because Image got you back into it. Who was your favorite Image character?
Image character, right now would probably say Spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Spawn's a big one. So I got Greg Capullo to sign the Spawn too.
Right.
So he was a big artist on Spawn after McFarlane, and then and Campbell, Jeffrey Scott Campbell. So I had his autograph too.
Cool.
Yeah, autograph down there. So he started out with Gen 13.
Oh yeah.
So Wizard got him to do a cover, so I got him to sign it too.
Are any of the initial like image characters still going? I think Savage Dragon and Spawn are, but any of the team books like Wildcats and stuff like that, are they still going as a regular comic?
I think Wildcats and is still going on, but I haven't been collecting Wildcats, so I don't really know what's going on. I slowly kind of went away from the image group.
Yeah.
But I still do collect odds and ends, Witchblade and all that stuff. I used to collect like from issue number 1 through maybe 20 or something. Then I slowly stopped again because that's when I went to back to school for nursing. So I had stopped collecting for like close to 4 years again.
Right.
Then I restarted again. Just maybe 5 years ago, I restarted again after the nursing school. So, and then I slowly started getting more autographs when we started going to conventions again with my family.
Right. So you've had like 3 stages of comic collecting career then. You had the kids stage, you had just after the first lot of college stage, and then you had the after the second lot of college stage of collecting.
Right. So like each stage, sometimes it's all different. My collecting comics from different companies kind of changed also. And but the main thing when I go to conventions is mostly just getting autographs. I don't really look for like major keys anymore. It's more like I'm more into collecting autographs. And whatever books that I have, I'll bring those books to get autographs. And then every once in a while, I'll go through the dealers to see if there's any deals, and I would pick up some books. But mostly, mostly I just get autographs on like books. Like I showed the Marvel, the volume 1 and 2, so I got those autographs. Those are like a lot of autographs. And sometimes I waited, like this is still like the back issue. This is the back part of 2. I got it all filled.
Wow, that is really chock-a-block with signatures.
Yeah, that's a lot. And then the back part here, the book, it's like all filled too.
I recognise Dick Ayers on that other page a second ago, so that's one I can read. So you've got them all written down somewhere though, like on another piece of paper, all the names of the people you've got, have you?
Yeah, I got like
awesome. Have you got an index saying what page it's on and that kind of thing, or?
Yeah, I got like from page 1 to whatever pages that was autographed. I put all the names down.
That's the way to do it. Yeah, that's the way to do it, mate.
That's all the names that are on or in the book. So yeah, it's like front and back. So it's like 155. Yeah, 155 autographs in one book.
What you should do, you should send it in to CGC, get them to verify all the signatures for you. Heads would probably explode.
Right. Yeah. Compared to like all the other like first appearances and stuff, I think this one beats it because this is like my grail.
Yeah,
it's unique. Yeah, it's unique.
Yeah, and it's a labour of love that you put together yourself by going to all them cons, queuing up. Do you normally chat to the people when you get them to sign? Have you had like good conversations with any memorable conversations with anyone at a con?
But it's just how they travel. Like when I was standing in line, sometimes it was a long line just to get autographs. And like maybe 30 minutes or maybe an hour and a half just to get an autograph. And we were like conversation and all that stuff. There's this one guy. He was from California. He flew from California all the way to Chicago just to get an autograph of Stan Lee's autograph.
Wow.
Yeah. So what he got autographed was X-Men, I believe 8-ish or so, X-Men 8 or something. That's like he said that was his oldest autograph, but he wanted it autographed by Stan Lee because that's his like prized possession, I guess.
Yeah.
But you get to interact with other people in line and see what they want to get autographed, which is pretty cool because some of the books I don't really know what they want autographed for, and then it's like when you keep on talking to them, it's like, oh, okay, that's why you wanted autographed. That's cool.
So everyone's got their own like taste, haven't they? Really. So, what about creators though? I mean, is there any like really memorable, other than seeing Stan Lee that time, any memorable interactions with like any of the artists or writers? Anyone who was really cool that you had a good chat with?
Frank Miller. I met Frank Miller.
Yeah.
He's actually pretty nice. Not bad to talk to. But he's very, I don't know, like not really down to earth, but he's just nice to talk to.
Right. Okay.
So I got he signed a poster Sin City here. Let me
Okay. Sin City. We're getting a room tour at the same time.
Can you see that one?
Oh, let me put you on full screen. Oh yeah, I think I see it. Can't see the signature. Is that a really big signature, or am I missing it?
Yeah, it's a big signature right there.
Yeah, I think I see it. Yeah, it's a bit of glare, but yeah, cool.
Yeah. Oh, you can see the room.
Yeah, room tour.
Yeah, that's a Sin City autograph right there.
Yeah, I can see it better from here. There's less glare off of the cover or whatever. That's cool. I've completely lost track of how many comics have you shown now? Four. Okay, because I wasn't sure if you've thrown a few extras in as well, like it's and plus toys and posters and everything. It's like getting everything today. It's cool.
The last one is I met Alex Ross 94 or 96 also. So this was the big one that came out when Alex did this. This is Marvel's issue #1. So I had Kurt Busiek and Alex Ross sign it.
Okay. Kurt Busiek's good. He does good stuff. I like his Astro City. He's really cool.
Yeah, I got some Astro City stuff too, and I got it autographed by both writer and artist. So yeah, this one it's was it 94, 96 or something? So yeah, this one brought a lot of memories, and then I wanted to get a slab, so that's my first slab that I got.
Cool.
So yeah, this is a 9.8. It's 9.8. So yeah, Alex Ross really got me into collecting his stuff. So I got a lot of his books.
Yeah, because he does the Astro City covers, doesn't he, Alex Ross as well?
He did Astro City, yeah. He did Astro City. He did Justice. A lot of odds and ends also. The main one that really got me back was Marvel's.
Isn't that a recreation of like the very, very first Marvel comic or something like that? I think is that a homage to a really old Atlas or something? That cover.
I think so, but it might be the homage cover.
I'm sure there's one like that where it's like a flaming guy coming out of I don't know. I'm sure I've seen that.
There's a different one too. Yeah, I think so. It looks almost similar, but it's I think it's a different variation. Right.
Okay. So what is that Marvels then? What is that? What story is that about? What's the story inside? Is it a compilation?
The story is about a guy, I think a photojournalist. He goes through his city and takes pictures of the story is about him telling a story about how he, I don't know if he met all these guys and take some pictures of these guys. So you have like the second one, Silver Surfer, then you got X-Men, and then you got Spider-Man.
Okay.
And how they I forgot the story, but how they I would say from his point of view,
right?
How the superheroes save the city and all this stuff, probably.
Right. So is it like a series or is that like a one shot that comic?
There's four. There's Marvel's 1, 2, 3, and 4. The second one is I believe the Silver Surfer or the X-Men, and then the third is Silver Surfer, and then the fourth is Spider-Man. So
so the story is this photojournalist is basically taking pictures of them fighting crime, I suppose.
Right. Yeah. The photojournalist, he goes around and takes pictures of them, but it's like through his point of view, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of like a Kurt Busiek kind of Astro City story because they're kind of like that, aren't they? They're sort of told from the bystanders' view quite often, aren't they?
So it's a pretty good story. I like his writing. It's a different perspective, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Interesting stuff, mate. And you've got your new batch of comics are coming as well, haven't you? So you're still collecting new comics regularly.
I'll probably go live pretty soon and open my Midtown Comics.
Yeah.
Because they just came in today. It's like late, but it came in today. So I'll probably just open it. Yeah, I'll open it today.
Yeah.
I also got a package from Animali. Is he in the chat?
Oh, that's cool.
I have been checking the chat, so I don't know. I was just chatting.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he might have been here at one point. I can't remember now if I've seen him today. I've seen him in other. Yeah, he was here originally early on, but I'm not sure if he still is. Well, he sent you an AOK or you bought something off him?
I didn't hear what.
Did he send you an AOK or did you buy something from him or?
No, it was like a contest and I won.
Oh, awesome!
So I got the package from Animali. Thanks, Animali. If you're so you're say hi to everybody in chat.
Yeah, yeah. Collecting Chaos, was that a reprint? He was saying about that Human Torch because I think there was one called Marvel Comics. I think that Marvel's was a reproduction or a homage to that cover or something like that. I believe it was. Anyway, so anything else you wish to share? Anything? I mean, are you still collecting Wolverine? It's the first comic that you bought all the way back in. Was it? What do you reckon that was your first comic?
I don't know. That was a long time ago when I was. That was a long time ago. That's too long.
80s though. 80s, I'm assuming.
80s, yeah, early 80s, I would say. Somewhere late 80s, yeah. So I'm getting old.
But is he? Yeah, we all are, mate. Yes, yeah. Is he your favorite character, Wolverine? Did he been your favorite all this time because of the fact he was the first comic you got, or?
I think he's still my favorite character, but I have been collecting his books.
Right.
The new ones I've collected issue 1, then I skipped maybe 2 and 3, and then picked up 4 or something. I have to go back and because some stories are not that great. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So, I dropped Wolverine, then I re-picked them up again, then I re-dropped them again, then I picked them up again. So it's like off and on.
Yeah, I was never like that. I was always like, if I was collecting a run, I collected the run, and although I might be like, oh, this is a bit, I'd never stopped the run until the run ended, kind of thing. The only time I did that was when I booted Marvel to the curb in the 90s. I just got fed up with the Marvel comics, and I just went full DC. But other than that, like if I was reading a comic, I'd carry on reading it until the run ended normally.
Right. I got from the first issue all the way up to maybe issue 40 or something like that. Then I dropped it.
Yeah.
Then I re-picked it up in the I think 100 issues or something, all the way up to maybe 180. Then I dropped it again.
Yeah.
It's off and on. Then I'm like, right now I got dropped it a little bit, then pick them up. So.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us. You got anything else you want to tell us? You got your unboxing coming up later tonight.
I'll probably do an unboxing and maybe I'll try to see around 3:30. I'll probably do a live unboxing.
Cool.
I'll do a live unboxing of my Midtown books, and then I got Animali's prize package. I'll unbox that too. So,
awesome.
Thank you, Animali, if you're in there.
Yeah, he's giving you a wave. He's in there. He's giving you a wave.
Okay.
Okay, mate. Anything else you want to talk? Do we want to share coming up on your channel?
Nothing new. Because I work all the way through Saturday, so I'm missing out on all the other live chats and stuff. So I'm slowly, after work, I check out all the channels and then do comments and stuff. I try to catch all the channels that I can. Work mostly got me busy. Other than that, it's just a Sunday fam day is like my family gets together and eat some food and stuff like that. That's the only time that we get together is on Sunday because my wife works through Saturday also.
Yeah.
So That's the weekends that we work on Saturdays. So Sunday is the only time that we have together. And but other than that, I mean, I'm trying to get some books to go out to CGC again. I'll probably show some more books. I'm still waiting on my first CGC submission, so that should be pretty soon. Right now, when I checked it, it's still at the stage of grading stage. So I think they're starting to grade my book. So I don't know how long it's going to take, but hopefully that comes in soon, and then I'll send out another batch of books later on. Yeah, the only what's that?
So busy, basically. You've got lots of going on. When you're not working your butt off and spending some time with the family when you can, you got content you're making.
Right. And then my boys, they still have online school, so I have to get them up in the morning. And after that, I go to work in the evening.
Are they reading comics? Have you got them into comic books?
They do. They do like comics. We went to the Chicago, was it the C2E2? That was the last convention before the coronavirus hit.
Right.
That was in February, I think. So, yeah. So then other than that, yeah, they like it. They got some books. Then they got some of my books. So they like it. So they're slowly getting into it. Then we got some Funko Pops. So they slowly get some Funko Pops and stuff like that too.
Yeah, because I remember you did an unboxing once with Simon, I think.
Yeah, so Simon, he really likes to like come in and like chat or sit down and do videos with me. Cedric, he doesn't really, he does his own thing.
Right.
They're different, but they're good. They're good kids, so.
Yeah, cool kids, son. Cool kids. Anyway, it's good. I like watching your Sunday Fan Day videos as well. They're quite cool. I was remember when you were that spicy chicken that you made them. They got the other day, and they were like, you can see they were like, oh, this is hot, but they were still going yum 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 yum. Yeah, they were still too hungry.
That was a good spicy chicken. I like that chicken. Yeah. The last video was a seafood. Oh man, that was salty. That was too
right. I'll have to check that out. All right, I'm gonna go then. Cheers for coming on, mate. And yeah, everyone, obviously, I'm sure everyone's already subbed to you. I've got I'm actually chatting on Thursday with Richard, owner of Zoe and Noodles. He's going to come and share some comic book memories with me on Thursday. Other than that, I've just got loads of videos, my daily blogs, and that kind of stuff that I do. And anyone else wants to come in and have a chat with me about their comics, have a little share some of your comic book memories, then by all means come in. Hi, Southern Comic Geek. You're just in time for us to say goodbye.
All right, thanks for having me.
Yeah. See you later, mate. Cheers for everyone for watching. Bye, everyone.